How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, probably watching the NBA draft, right? Meanwhile, I'm just joking, but not really. I just swallowed part of an ice cube and it kind of went down the wrong way there for a second. But anyway, yeah, watching the NBA draft, at least that's what I have been doing up to this point, and it's been kind of interesting. So, fairly predictable, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But anyway, tonight we've got a couple of things to open up. A couple of boxes of 2013 Topps Supreme Football, and then we're going to follow that up with a half case of Topps Series 2 Jumbo. And right now I'm just waiting for chat to load. While I'm doing that, let's start taking a look at some information we need to go over. First up there, you will see it talks about my feedback. That's just because that question gets asked a lot. That's the reason that's in there. And basically, the takeaway from it is that you don't have to wait on me to leave you feedback. So it works kind of like this. I have it completely automated, so anytime you post positive feedback for me, you should really instantly get it in return. And the second thing there, the most important thing, of course, is to say thanks to everyone who's joining me tonight. I appreciate you bidding and breaking and chatting with me, hanging out with me, and all that stuff. Right now we're taking a look at the breaks that are already listed on eBay. This is the stuff that will be ending over the next 5 days. And tomorrow night is more Series 2 Jumbo. It'll be the start of actually it won't be the start of a new case, I don't think. Let me back that up. It's actually 3 loose boxes because oddly enough, I ended up getting 2.5 cases of Jumbo. So I know it's weird, but they allocate some of these things and you don't always get the nice, even, happy quantities. So tomorrow night's half case break is still 3 jumbo boxes. It's just that they are loose boxes. We've also got some memorabilia tomorrow night, including an autographed baseball jersey and an autographed full-size baseball batting helmet. On Saturday, that is full of memorabilia. There are also some card breaks in there for both basketball and football. And everything on Saturday is completely free shipping. So, hey, how about that? That's the best part about Saturday. Sunday, a little more memorabilia and some more Series 2, and that will be the start of a case of Hobby Series 2. So it won't be Jumbo, it'll be Hobby. And Monday, kind of the same. There's more memorabilia mixed in there, and the back half of that case of Series 2 Hobby. We're going to take a night off on Tuesday. Now, that is to make sure that I get all caught up before Wednesday, because Wednesday of next week is going to be crazy. We've got so much good stuff coming out Wednesday and Friday of next week. This is the order that we're breaking in tonight. It'll be 2 boxes of 2013 Topps Supreme, followed by the half case of Topps Series 2 Jumbo. Couple of things to note. The free shipping break, which is Topps Supreme, is scheduled to go out approximately Wednesday. Sometimes those get out a hair sooner, but generally speaking, when you're bidding with me on a free shipping item, you can expect it to go 6 or 7 days after the auction ends on average. The paid shipping break tonight, of course, is Series 2 Jumbo. I am projecting that to get out the door on Monday. Very tiny possibility it gets out on Saturday, but I think it is much more likely to go out the door on Monday. And the last thing on this page to note, if you're in Topps Supreme, this applies to you. If you're in Series 2 Jumbo, it doesn't, because all the teams in Series 2 Jumbo are going to pull cards. But in Topps Supreme, if your team does not pull a card at all, you are still entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year in any series. I track those things for a rolling 90-day period. Normally, I will grab up the next time you have a package that ships out where you have hit something. I'll go back and look at the last 90 days. I'll grab up all of those consolation cards that you are due. I'll add them to that package heading out the door. If you don't want to wait on that and you'd rather have it sent by itself in a plain white envelope with a stamp, shoot me a message. We'll get it sorted out for you. So that's all the boring stuff. Now we're on to the fun. 2 boxes of 2013 Topps Supreme Football break number 10. We haven't broken this in a while, really. And, of course, it ended tonight, Thursday night, June 21st, NBA Draft Night. And we're live streaming it. Started at 10 Eastern. course, you guys are familiar with this format by now. We have the team names on the left-hand side and the eBay user ID of our winning bidder across from it on the right. That spreadsheet will go up again when we do Topps Jumbo. This one, of course, is just for the Topps Supreme. One final piece of business before we start ripping into packs, and that is you're going to notice that the background went out of focus there. That is by design, so no worries. You do not need to adjust your screen. We're in good shape. Hi, Greg. How are you tonight? You have the Packers in this, obviously, and then you have Twins and Diamondbacks in Series 2 Jumbo. Well, it sounds like a pretty good group of possibilities there. Hopefully, we're going to have some good luck for you. Yeah, I started to list a bunch of stuff tonight to end on Tuesday that would have been like memorabilia and 1 and 2 box breaks and stuff like that. And then I just thought, you know what? Breaking so much Series 2 in such a short time, I think I better take Tuesday night off just to make sure that everything is caught up and out the door and ready to go, or as much as it can be, before we embark upon the journey that will be Wednesday. So we're going to have Stadium Club and Inception in baseball, Encased Basketball, and Elite Football all coming out on Tuesday. Yeah, how crazy is that? And then on Friday, we're going to add to it with Museum Collection Baseball. So I haven't quite decided how we're going to do Wednesday yet. I can tell you this, we'll probably start before 10 o'clock, which means that the auctions will also probably be listed and end earlier than normal on that Wednesday release date. But I haven't quite figured out if we're going to try to break all 4 products that night or not, because man, that will be monstrously long if we do. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. So first up, I have RG3 for the Redskins. That is numbered to 170. Followed by a little Kiko Alonso for the Bills. That is to 112. Next out, numbered to 99, Cordero Patterson, Vikings. And our hit from this box is Aaron Dobson, and it's for the Patriots. And it's, I saw primary pieces, and I'm thinking, could it be? Yeah, it can be. 1 of 1, baby, and it's the NFL Shield. My favorite 1 of 1 probably is the NFL Shield. My second favorite, of course, is the Logo Man or the MLB logo, but I do love the NFL Shields. So the Patriots hit a pretty little 1 of 1 Aaron Dobson NFL Shield. So nice hit out of that box. Very nice. I know maybe you would have rather had a different player, but still, 1 of 1 NFL Shield. Come on, man. It's nice. Teo to 170 for the Chargers. For the Broncos to 112. That is Eric Decker. Next out, numbered to 99 for the Bears, we have Matt Forte. And our hit from this box is E.J. Manuel to 25 for the Bills. So that is Topps Supreme. That didn't take us long at all, did it? So our hits, again, just to recap, are the E.J. Manuel to 25 for the Bills. And a pretty 1 of 1 NFL Shield for the Patriots with Aaron Dobson. I like it. I like it. All right, so Topps Supreme is finished up. We're going to be going right into some Series 2 Jumbo. This is the back half of a case that we started last night. So we don't have to go through the process tonight of putting these in random.org and all that jazz, because there's only 3 left out of this case. So those are for sure the 3 that we're opening. Let me get our spreadsheet set back up here. In case you joined late and you didn't see this a moment ago, I am projecting that the Jumbo Series 2 Jumbo will ship on Monday, roughly. And of course, if I can get it out to you quicker than that, I will. And it ended tonight on eBay, the 21st of June. Had a couple teams that didn't sell. Those are designated there as no bids buyback, and that would be the Tigers and the Blue Jays. So if anything happens to come out for either one of those, it'll hang out here with me. Otherwise, it's going to head out the door to you roughly Monday. If anybody is multitasking right now and you happen to be watching the NBA draft and you feel inclined to jump into chat and share as the picks come in, that wouldn't make me sad. Of course, we're far enough down in the first round now that, you know, it doesn't kill me to miss it, because, yeah, we basically know how things are shaking out by this point. I mean, really, once the lottery's in, it's still interesting for me in the first round after the lottery, and sometimes even into the second round. Of course, there's only 2 rounds, but, you know, I got to see a good part of it, I guess, is the point. So Series 2 Jumbo, there are loads of base cards. In the middle, we find all of our interesting stuff. So through the base, I go pretty quickly. When we get to the middle, we slow things down a little bit. Take a closer look. Austin Hayes, that is a rookies insert. It's a bunch of inserts that look just like this, but some of them are throwback jerseys, some of them are glove work, some of them are rookies, etc. But they're going to look very similar to that. There's a 35th anniversary that's, we'll find tons of those. And that one, of course, is for the Yankees. Long Ball Legends, we'll find plenty of those. That was for the Mets with Darryl Strawberry. Instant Impact, that is Mr. Johnny Bench. And how about this? Our autograph hits coming out of the first pack we opened. So how about that? 1 autograph and 2 relics per box. And this is a nice little Sean Newcomb for the Braves to get things started tonight. So typically the way this works is one of our relics will be from a uniform or a piece of the baseball bat. Our second relic is typically a manufactured relic. And there's a couple of different types of those in there. One is a nice heavy metal piece of relic, and it's like a team MVP sort of thing. And then the other one is usually a manufactured patch from an all-star game, which I think, gosh, those are pretty common in the series 1 and 2 and update jumbos. You guys are probably familiar with those already. Walk-offs, that's another one of our inserts. They look kind of the same. They just, you know, have the different title down there. That one, Justin Turner and the Dodgers. We will find bunches of these. Anytime you see them with that kind of green color in the background, an army green, a pea green, whatever you want to call it, it will be numbered to 2018. Sometimes we will find those in a different color and they'll have a different numbering. Hollow foil for the Twins, we'll find plenty of those as well. This is an example of one with a different color, as a matter of fact, and it is numbered 267 for the Cubs with Ben Zobrist. And then, yes, now we're back to our regular cards. I do realize that some of them are going through upside down. That's more or less for efficiency because they go so many different directions inside the pack. But it is also because I'm not a huge fan of overhandling the cards, and if I flip that every single time that a card's going a different direction, I think it just means you're handling the cards maybe more than is necessary since these are base. However, that having been said, if someone is super unhappy about that and you do want the base cards all flipped to the proper direction as we go through them, just jump in the chat and let me know. We'll get you squared away. Walk-offs, Josh Harrison for the Pirates. Derek Jeter 35th anniversary, a hollow foil for the Brewers, and another numbered card. This is also for the Brewers, and it is numbered 250. And this is, I believe, the first one. So this is the back half of the case of our second case. This is the first one I think we pulled to 50. I believe it's the first one. It's the first one I remember anyway. And here is our manufactured patch, or our manufactured relic. It is for Cal Ripken and the Orioles. From an all-star game somewhere along the way. I just about put that over there. I just about stacked that with the base cards. That wouldn't have worked too well, would it? No, not really. When it came time to recap, I'd be looking everywhere for that relic. Well, I'm making a mess of that. There's an Ohtani, it's just a base rookie. But generally speaking, it seems like we find, in a half case of jumbo, we find 2 or 3 of these usually, of the base Ohtanis. Every once in a while, you might find an insert. We did recently find an insert for the rookies, I believe it was. Glove work for the Rockies. Our 35th anniversary is Goldschmidt. Long ball legends Harmon Killebrew for the Twins. Instant impact is Paul DeJong. And it's Jesse Chavez. Yeah, just back to the regular. Every once in a while I have to check those. Actually, I check them a lot just to make sure that I'm not overlooking vintage stock or something, that you wouldn't necessarily know from looking at the picture as a short print. You might have to flip it over to the back. So try to make sure that we keep it all flowing along smoothly while still catching any of our short prints and numbered cards that we need to find. Of course, all the cards do ship, so you guys probably know that already. For the Phillies, we have Nick Williams, throwback jersey. Gohara and the Braves is our 35th anniversary. Aaron Judge, long ball legends. Derek Jeter, instant impact. And here's a nice little Miami Marlins short print, Justin Bauer. So that one we recognize without having to flip them over. Usually the short prints you can. That's the vintage stock sometimes it's more difficult. So I got another new product announcement today, if you guys can believe. Advertising for a PlayStation 4 game. For basketball. We're all the way up into, I think this one releases in September. That is still a 2017-18 basketball product. That just makes me crazy. It makes me so crazy. I mean, here's our new draft class being drafted tonight. So, we're all excited about seeing those players on cards. And we're still going to be opening 2017-18 at least through September. I mean, that's just crazy to me. Nolan Arenado walk-offs for the Rockies. Cody Bellinger. Here is our second relic for this box. And it's Manny Machado with a piece of the baseball bat for the Orioles. Because really, I mean, if you think about it, we started opening the new products for football before they even held the draft, right? I mean, we had already opened a couple of products. And then Score Football came out even before the draft. And then there's been tons and tons after the draft, and we're still months away from when the football season is going to start, so I don't really get why they drag basketball out the way they do. And especially why do they introduce so many products so late in the season? Like, if you're going to do that, put the new products at the first of the season when everybody's excited about it. Put the established products that we all know what to expect at the end of the season. Would make sense. Throwback jerseys, Chris Archer and the Rays. The Red Sox with Xander to 2018. A little Ricky Henderson 35th anniversary for the A's. Hollow foil for the Mets. And a numbered insert to 299, I think. Yeah, to 299 throwback jerseys for the Indians. Carlos Carrasco or Carrasco. I never ever say it right, but anyway, you get the idea. Whoops, hang on. Got somebody stuck behind Tucker Barnhart. It was Tim Beckham. There we go. So yeah, I know I complain about that basketball thing all the time, but it really does just make me crazy. Especially when they keep announcing new ones. Like, stop bringing new 2017-18 products. I did see a new Topps product solicitation today as well. Archive Signature Series Retired Edition. And I'm assuming that that is going to take the place of Archive Signature postseason, is my guess. Because Active Player, of course, is already there. Francisco Lindor walk-offs for the Indians. For the Braves to 2018, a little Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Home runs, Tomei, or long ball legend, 511 home runs for Tomei. Instant Impact, Al Kaline. And are we back? Yeah, back to normal. Yeah, they messed up my numbers this year for Archive Signature Active Player. It was supposed to be based on what we got last year, and you're supposed to get at least that amount. And I don't know what they did. Read my number wrong, did something, and only gave me a single case of it. And I'm like, hold up. As soon as he called me and gave me the allocation number, I'm like, that is... I said, how did you allocate it? Oh, everybody got at least what they got last year, and then, you know, we added if we could, etc. I said, man, that is not what I got last year. Go back and look at your records. Sure enough, they had messed it up. Nick Williams, throwback jerseys, Phillies. Jason Hayward for the Cubs to 2018. 35th anniversary Sing for the Cubs. A hollow foil for the Mets. And a long ball legends for the A's. So, of course, he figured out that he had messed it up. So I said, you know, you got to go get me my extra cases, man. You can't just leave me hanging out here with one case. And so he says, oh, I have to talk to my manager. Like 4 days later, comes back and says, oh, well, I'm sorry. You know, they already gave it all out. And so you're just going to have to keep what we gave you. Like, really? So not only did you mess me up this year, that will probably mess me up next year too, because they always look at what you did the year before. So I wasn't very happy about that. And then I thought I had 5-6 cases coming from somewhere else, and by golly, they went back and reallocated it and messed me up there too. Glove work, Billy Hamilton for the Reds. For the Orioles, we have Seth Smith to 2018, 35th anniversary, Corey Kluber. Paul Goldschmidt, hollow foil for the D-backs. And the Astros, middle infield marvels with a nice little black and white parallel. So, I don't know exactly. I think that might be a short print, is it? Yeah, it is. Didi Gregorius for the Yankees. And a little short print action happening there. So I don't know. I'm going to have to try to round up active Archive Signature Active Player somewhere along the way. Ah, well. Worst case scenario, I guess we'll just open what they gave us. But, I mean, I don't even remember the last time I just got one case of something. That's just crazy. of baseball, especially. I mean, that's... You would think my rep would notice something like that, wouldn't you? Do you think he would be looking at that going, yeah, that's not right? I mean, one would think. But they probably really don't care. I think they have so much business right now. I mean, obviously, they have to turn a ton of people away because everything is allocated. It's not like they have extra stuff to sell. So I don't think they really probably care when they do mess you up. Because it's like, yeah, well, what are you going to do about it? We've got 1,500 other people waiting to buy it if you don't want to. So they kind of have you over a barrel to a certain extent. Robinson Cano throwback jersey. 35th anniversary Molina. A-Rod, Long Ball Legends. Billy Williams Instant Impact. And I think we're just back to regular. Yeah. Regularly scheduled programming. So, of course, when we move to the hobby case of this, which, again, there's one more break of jumbo tomorrow night, then we'll be starting the hobby on Sunday. But when we switch to the hobby version, instead of being... Well, first of all, it's double the number of boxes. So instead of being 3 boxes, it will be 6 boxes we will open. And instead of having 1 autograph and 2 relics, 1 actual relic, 1 manufactured relic, the hobby boxes will have 1 hit that can be anything. It can be an autograph. It could be, you know, a patch. It could be an actual relic, not a manufactured relic. But we'll have 6 hits of some sort, in other words, which is very close to what we get here. Could be 6 autographs, could be 1 autograph, could be 3 autographs. We don't know. For the Marlins, there is a rookie hit for Alcantara. Alcantara? I don't know. You know I'm saying it wrong. And I believe he's in this set both ways as a Cardinal and a Marlin. But, of course, that one was as a Marlin. So that's where that's going to go. And here is our signature hit for this box, and it happens to be for the Twins. So how about that, Greg? We got you something. Hey. That's good, right? You usually seem to have pretty good luck. I know I've sent you a lot of stuff lately. I've got a lot more stuff to send you, too. Including that autographed basketball from 3-Peat the other night. So you have been on a pretty good roll, my friend. And I noticed something else. It was a different bidder, obviously, but when I was shipping things out earlier this week, I noticed that one bidder had hit like 3 memorabilia breaks recently. I hadn't even really realized it until I was shipping it out. It was kind of crazy. Dylan Maples for the Cubs. Rookies insert. And for the Pirates, numbered to 2018, there's a little Bryce Harper 35th anniversary. Don't see that one come through too often, at least not for me. Hollow foil, Mike Piazza home run. And for the Mets, Cabrera to 76. I do think it sometimes happens that way, where you get on a little bit of a run in terms of hits, and that has definitely happened to me, I should say, as when I bid in other people's breaks, I for sure have had advertising card runs where it seems like I just can't miss, right? Like almost every break I'm in, I hit something. May not always be something that's super, super wonderful, not always something worth loads of money, but yet you hit a bunch in a row. And then I'll go through a terrible, terrible dry spell where it seems like I cannot buy a hit no matter what I bid on. And then I'll go back on another run where I get a lot. I seem to have that, has been my experience. Nolan Arenado, that is walk-offs insert for the Phillies to 2018. A little Justin Upton 35th anniversary All-Star, followed by Aaron Hicks hollow foil. Long ball legends Babe Ruth. And just making sure that we are back to the base. So I don't know if any of you go through those kind of phases or not, but I for sure do. Lately, though, I haven't been in anybody else's breaks in a while. I've just been so busy, I haven't really had time to do it, and I kind of miss it. I like having some skin in the game, you know? So probably have to get into some on Tuesday night since I'm not going to be doing breaks myself Tuesday night. I think I probably better buy into a few. Get myself caught back up. Jose Altuve throwback jersey for the Astros. Mookie Betts 35th anniversary. And a numbered relic. Robinson Cano numbered to 99 for the Mariners. 99 is just slightly more than the number of games he's having to set out for PEDs. I think he got hit, what was it, 80 games, right? He got hit with 80 for that. Kind of makes you wonder. I mean, these guys know that they test for it. Why would you risk it? I mean, with the kind of money that these guys make, why in the world would you risk it? I don't know. I guess they just figure they're not going to get caught. Or some of them might be taking things that have ingredients they don't know what they are or whatever. But a lot of times you figure they probably know what's going on. Throwback jerseys. Josh Harrison for the Pirates. And we have numbered to 2018 Santander for the Orioles, followed by a Nick Williams 35th anniversary for the Phillies. Jock Peterson, long ball legend. Trey Turner, instant impact. And back at it. Gina, who did the Celtics draft? I'm saying I've said earlier, anybody who's watching the NBA draft, if you want to share the draft choices, feel free, because I only got to watch, of course I got to see all the lottery with no problem. Then some of the other picks I could kind of halfway pay attention to while I was working on the spreadsheet and prepping for the break. And then after Grayson Allen, I don't know any of them after Grayson Allen. So yeah, feel free to share who your Celtics picked up in there. Robert Williams, Texas A&M. I'm not very familiar with Robert Williams' game. Were you happy with that choice? There is Tomei Legends insert. The Houston Astros to 2018 with Derek Fisher. Randy Johnson 35th anniversary. Kinsler hollow foil. Gohara for the Braves 35th anniversary rookie, and it is also, you'll note, a blue border. And those blue border cards, you would think they would be numbered, right? But they're not, oddly enough. So they are a variation, but they are not numbered. The name Robert Williams sounds very familiar to me, but for some reason I can't picture the kid, and I can't remember his game. I can't remember even watching him, although I probably did. I definitely have seen Texas A&M play him last year, so I'm sure I saw him, but I can't off my top of my head think who he is. I was a little bit surprised that Grayson Allen went as high as he did. He went, 21, I think it was? I kind of thought he would be very late round 1, maybe even early round 2. Ozzie Smith, Legends insert. Mainly because he kicks people. Gary Carter for the Mets. Chris Davis, long ball Legends. There's a little instant impact insert for the Angels with Shohei Ohtani. And I see a short print coming up. And it would be Greg Maddux for the Braves. But yeah, I mean, Grayson Allen, he's a good player. I wouldn't say he's like an exceptional player, but he's a good player. But he definitely had some character issues. I mean, he tripped guys on purpose, 3, 4 different times throughout the last couple of years of his career. And he would throw little temper tantrums on the court and temper tantrums on the bench. And I don't know. So I'm a little surprised that he went where he did, but hey. All right, so you're saying Robert Williams is very athletic, but he just can't shoot. You know what? A lot of those big guys can't shoot that are rim protectors, and that's okay. They can put it back and dunk it, so it's all good. It's fine, you know. I don't have a problem with... I mean, sure, it's great if they can shoot, but they'll develop it. A lot of them will. I mean, look at Boogie Cousins, right? Look at how much range he has, how much he's extended his range. And Anthony Davis, even a lot of those guys, these kids are young. They've got room to grow. That is for the Padres, and it is glove work. Carlos Martinez to 2018. Walker Buehler, 35th anniversary, Dallas Keuchel. And Talion to 67 for the Pirates. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But, you know, to your point as well, Gina, it does seem like a weird choice for the Jazz. I mean, they have, by my estimation, plenty of shooting, and that's really what you would have Grayson Allen. That's why you would draft Grayson Allen, I would think. But, I mean, I guess they've got their own plan in mind, but I think the best/worst story of the whole draft was Mikal Bridges gets drafted by the Sixers, okay? That's where he's always wanted to play. That's like his hometown team. His mom works in the front office. They were so excited, both of them, so excited. And no whiff, sniff, hint of a trade. And then they come back several picks later and they trade him. Glove work, Puig for the Dodgers. And he had to go, where did he end up having to go? Somewhere like not nearly as much fun for him. Rhys Hoskins and the Phillies 35th anniversary. Hollow foil Escobar. Jeff Bagwell instant impact. That looks like that should be numbered, doesn't it? Is it numbered? No, but it looks like it should be. I don't know why it looks like it should be, but it does, sort of. But it isn't, so there you go. And our manufactured patch is Brooks Robinson for the Orioles, and it is numbered to 99. But I felt so bad once they announced the trade. I mean, thank goodness it wasn't while the kid was still on camera, because you know he probably was just crushed, and his mom too. They were so excited. It was so cool. And then, whoops, nope, sorry, we're shipping you off. But maybe his new situation will work out for him too. I don't know. I am glad that they got my UK guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm glad he didn't end up with Charlotte. I did not want him to go to Charlotte. I mean, yes, they drafted him, but obviously they traded his rights to the Clippers. I think the Clippers is probably a good fit. I think it's probably going to be a situation that's going to be frustrating for the kid to go there, but not as frustrating as it would have been to go to Charlotte. So I'm glad that he ended up not in Charlotte. And Kevin Knox, I mean, everybody kind of knew Kevin Knox was going to go to the Knicks. How about the crying kid, right? The crying kid that did the, you know, when Porzingis was drafted a few years ago by the Knicks. Kevin Kiermaier for the Rays. They showed him and his family. 35th anniversary was for the Braves, and Aaron Judge, a Jackie Robinson, and our autograph is on a parallel, and it's for the Tigers. Nicholas Castellanos on a throwback jersey parallel. And you guys probably know that most of these that are signed on parallels, they're going to be stickers, right? Those are not on card. That's how Topps usually rolls with them. So the crying kid, he didn't cry tonight over Kevin Knox, but his dad or whoever was with him was booing the selection and, you know, giving the thumbs down, being all very dramatic about it. But they find that crying kid every year. Like, kid just goes to the draft every year, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, I think he's probably not the only one. There were lots of people that did not approve of the Porzingis selection when it was made back in the 2015 draft. Guess it turned out okay, though, didn't it? Well, except for the torn ACL last season, but Ozzie Albies, rookie for the Braves. Dustin Pedroia to 2018. Max Scherzer is our 35th anniversary. Our hollow foil is headed to the Dodgers. The Dodgers sold for like $4 tonight, I think. Something really, really unbelievably low. Like, I don't think the Dodgers have ever sold in here for $4. So somebody must have had a premonition that there were no Dodgers coming out tonight or something. I don't know. But I just kind of chuckled when I saw Dodgers like $4.24 or some odd amount like that. I mean, I shouldn't laugh because it doesn't obviously, you know, help me towards break even when teams sell for $4. But yet it kind of did make me laugh a little bit. Reggie Jackson, Legends insert. For the New York Yankees to 2018. And then we have the Nationals. Is that for the Nationals? No, sorry. He's in an Angels uniform there. Sorry. So Albert is in this series both ways as well as an Angel. And, well, he is an Angel. So, never mind. What am I saying? He's currently an Angel. I'm thinking Cardinals. I'm all messed up in my head. Evan Gattis, hollow foil. Home run Arenado. Ricky Henderson for the A's. Blue border, unnumbered, but an insert nonetheless. Mainly because I'm still thinking about the draft and I'm talking about baseball. And so, yeah. I got myself all confused there for a second. Sorry about that. I didn't even have time to think about baseball today. I was working on a bunch of different stuff, and my neighbor, one of my neighbors is elderly. She's, I think, 90-something. And she took a tumble the other day and missed the bottom 2 stairs at her house. And turns out she fractured a couple of vertebrae. Tommy Pham, glove work for the Cardinals. My man, Tucker Barnhart to 2018 for my Cincinnati Reds. Little Reggie Jackson for the Yankees. A hollow foil Verlander. Tom Seaver, instant impact. And back to normal. So, of course, they had to take her to the hospital, and she's been in the hospital for several days now, obviously. Have her in a back brace and whatnot, and they're going to then transfer her straight on to rehab, and she's going to be there a little while, and she lives alone, and she has animals, so I have been trying to take care of her animals and her mail and her house and stuff, and her animals like ran out of everything, so I had to stock up on some pet supplies for the neighbors' pets too. So it's been kind of a crazy day, and I didn't have time to catch up on any of my sports news or watch any of my sports except for what I saw of the draft. Roberto Clemente for the Pirates. Justin Verlander, 35th anniversary. Paul Goldschmidt, Long Ball Legends. Tanaka, Instant Impact, and I believe we're back to it. Yeah. So I don't know if I've missed any other interesting or exciting news in the sports world today because I haven't had time to even flip on anything. Well, I guess I could have instead of watching the draft. But I've been looking forward to the draft for months, so I couldn't. Not really. I could not watch the draft. I kind of like all of the drafts. The baseball draft is the only one I don't love because it's just so long. And I still like it. I just don't love it. Castellanos for the Tigers. The Marlins, Brian Anderson. Chris Bryant, Long Ball Legends. Chipper Jones, Instant Impact. And a Yu Darvish short print for the Cubbies. I guess technically the football draft is pretty long too if you think about it. But it doesn't somehow seem as long. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. Baseball draft. Well, I guess baseball draft maybe is longer, but it seems so long. The NBA is just kind of like wham bam, thank you ma'am, you know. They just get in and get it done. So that's an easy one to watch and to remember. Not nearly so many players you have to remember. Francisco Lindor throwback jerseys. Ahmed Rosario, a nice little 35th anniversary rookie. A.U. Darvish hollow foil for the Cubbies. And look what we have coming now. A Ryan Zimmerman Home Run Challenge. So if you don't know what this is, when you get this, if you have the Nats, you scratch off that little code there, go to the website that it lists, you enter the code, you will have a chance to basically go in and pick a game where that player who's on the card, you'll say what game you think that player is going to hit a home run. If they hit a home run in that game, I think you get some kind of little prize, but you also get entered into some kind of grand prize type deal. Numbered to 99, Joey Votto for my Reds. That's the team MVP, and that's that big metal piece, metal relic I was telling you guys about at the first of the break. Pretty cool. A little different, little change of pace from our other manufactured relics. So we are closing in on it. Let's go ahead and pull this off the bottom right now so we don't have to worry about that later. Of course, when we finish looking at the cards, I will recap our numbered cards and the short prints and the autograph and relic cards. And somebody's trying to hitch a ride. Who was it? He was trying to hide out back there behind another card. Moncada throwback jersey for the White Sox. Cardinals number to 2018 with Luke Weaver. Christian Villanueva, Padres 35th anniversary. Justin Turner hollow foil. A Rivera something. What is that? Legend. Is that not numbered? No, I guess it's just an extra one in there. And that's that. So we have 2 packs left to see what kind of magic we can discover. There's another Ohtani base rookie. So a decent number of those tonight. What is that, like the 4th one maybe? And then we had the Ohtani insert. Did somebody stick to the... I guess maybe not. I don't know why all these cards are all of a sudden trying to hang on to the back of the card in front of them. They're trying to give me a little grief here. Alex Bregman throwback jersey. Freddie Galvis to 2018 for the Padres. I still can't get used to Freddie Galvis being a Padre. Noah Syndergaard 35th anniversary. Mazzara. Albert. And Albert is a Cardinal in that one. See, I'm not totally crazy. He is in here as in 2 different teams. His old team, the Cardinals, his current team, the Angels, and he's sometimes a Cardinal and sometimes an Angel. So there's a handful of players in here that are like that. Mark McGwire's another one that you'll see for a couple of different teams, just depending on which card you pull. All right, the last pack of the last box of the back half of this case. So we've got 1 hit left to find. That's our relic, our non-manufactured relic, I should say. Hunter Renfroe, throwback jerseys, Padres. Nick Williams for the Phillies, 35th anniversary. Ozuna for the Cardinals, our final relic out. And just a few more to look at here, and then we will recap it. After we recap it, I will put up the spreadsheet information in case somebody missed that earlier and you're interested in knowing your projected shipping date or any of that kind of stuff. That will go up after we do the recap. So first, let's look through all of our cards here that are numbered to 2018. So each of these with that numbering, of course, we saw the backs of them the first time we went through, so we're not going to flip them all over again this time. These we will. For the Mets, that is numbered to 76. This is numbered to 299 for the Indians. Numbered 250 for the Brewers. And then Ben Zobrist to 67 for the Cubs. These are not numbered. Well, one of them is because I see it sticking back there, but most of these are unnumbered, but inserts and short prints and stuff. That is numbered to 67 for the Pirates. This, of course, our home run challenge. It's just set aside because those only fall 1 or 2 per case. Yu Darvish, that is a short print for the Cubbies. Ricky Henderson, blue border. They are not numbered, but they fall probably about 4 a case or so on average. Greg Maddux for the Braves, short print. Another blue border. That one is for a little rookie, Gohara. Didi Gregorius, short print for the Yankees. Black and white parallel for the Houston Astros. And an SP for the Marlins. Brings us to our hits. Ozuna for the Cardinals, relic. For the Detroit Tigers, Castellanos. That one is a sticker autograph. Brooks Robinson. And I'm looking at the corners of that. They're not too bad. There may be tiny little imperfections, but not terrible. Numbered to 99 for the Orioles. Robinson Cano, numbered to 99 for the Mariners. An autograph hit for the Twins, 35th anniversary parallel, but that one is an on-card. That one is not a sticker. A Manny Machado relic for the Orioles, a piece of the baseball bat, pretty cool. Manufactured relic Cal Ripken Jr. also for the Orioles, who seem to just have all of a sudden all the hits, don't they? Seems like that. They don't, but it feels like they do. Sean Newcomb for the Braves 35th anniversary parallel on card. And finally, our manufactured relic team MVP for my man Joey Votto and my Cincinnati Reds, number 299. So that is our break for tonight. I do have a spreadsheet to put back up because I promised you guys I would. So if you missed it a second ago, give me a second here to get us on the right page. We'll take another quick look at it. So once again, this is the projected shipping date for each of our breaks tonight. Of course, Supreme, being a free shipping break, is on a slightly different schedule than the Series 2 Jumbo. And as always, if I can get something out faster than the date that you see listed there, I will. But those, generally speaking, are usually the best projections. And again, here's a look at what we're breaking in the days ahead. There's, again, the Jumbo. Why did I say again like a bunch of times right in a row? No idea. The Jumbo for tomorrow night. It is 3 boxes. It is a half case, but be aware they were 3 loose boxes. So the place that allocated it, they gave half the case to me. They gave half the case to somebody else. So that's how that works. Along with, of course, some memorabilia. Saturday, we've got card breaks and memorabilia breaks. There's football, basketball, and baseball in there, and it's all free shipping. Everything we're breaking on Saturday will ship out the door to you guys free of charge. On Sunday, we're going to do more memorabilia, and we will start the Series 2 hobby case, which, as I explained earlier, is a little different quantity as well. So those will be 6 boxes that will make up our half case there. On Monday night, more autographed memorabilia and more Series 2 hobby case. The back half, the one we start on Sunday, we'll finish on Monday. And of course, as you see, the memorabilia is all over the place. There's autographed basketball, football, and baseball jerseys. There are autographed batting helmets. There's more three-peat basketball, which is autographed, photographed, jersey, and basketball. There's autographed actual baseball bats. I mean, there's a lot of, if you're into autographed memorabilia, we have a ton of it coming up in the next 4 or 5 days. So I guess that has got it covered for me tonight. Once again, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate you being here, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. Until then, take care now. Bye-bye.